Hello, Rupa here from Crafters Corner. I'm back with another video tutorial. Today I'm going to show you the technique of doing 4 galvanized metal on a recycled project, of course. And this is all using chalk paints and some multi-surface paints and also the rust paint which is there from Plaid. As you know, galvanized metal is nothing but a coating of zinc on top of iron or steel to give it a kind of brushed metal kind of look and to protect it from rusting. So it's basically the base is iron or steel and then you coat it with zinc, so it gives it kind of a whitewashed look. It's kind of and then distressed look, basically to protect the metal from rusting. So we're going to do that using paints. And when you look at a galvanized metal project, you would see that it has undertones of gray and silver with an overtone of white. So that's what we're going to do with the chalk paints. And of course we're going to rust them using the painted finishes. You get the rust paint also from Plaid. This comes in dark rust and light rust, so you can use a combination of both or single depending on the color of rust that you want. So for that, what I have done is I have upcycled a packaging box corrugated cardboard. This came along with some bedsheet packaging. This is pretty sturdy. I'm trying to bend it, it's not bending. Yeah, and fortunately this is in white. What I did was I tried to make a photo frame out of this. So I have measured a square which is about 3 by 3 inches, chopped that out, okay, and then yeah, so this is what you see. I have chopped the square and then I have stuck plain corrugated sheet on top of it to give it the kind of metal look, and to save time I have Mod Podged tissue on the lower half. So this corrugated cardboard sheet becomes this after the procedure of sticking the corrugated cardboard and then doing the decoupage of tissue. And I have painted the corrugated sheet with white. So this is stage 1 where everything needs to be white. That's your base. Now I'm going to start giving the 4 galvanized metal look, for which the first color that would come would be a nice dark gray. I have Kazel with me, which is a folk art chalk paint. I'm going to mix a bit of black to that. So today it's the galvanized metal. So this corrugated cardboard is going to end up looking like metal. Okay, so that's gray enough for me. What I'm going to do is quickly coat this with gray. I'm going to start it randomly. As you know, corrugated cardboard, the ridges can give a kind of nice metallic look towards the end. Okay, so I've coated it with the gray paint, and now I'm going to give it a quick dry. As you know, work in progress is always a little shabby. Let's see how this turns out. Again, it doesn't have to be fully coated with silver. It's basically to give a dark undertone. The gray is basically to give a dark undertone. So next I'm going to take the liquid silver, okay, liquid silver, and then start sponging it or brushing it haphazardly. Okay, so I've played around a bit with the gray, silver and white, and I've used the sea sponge here This sponge is reusable, so you can immediately wash this in water and then use it again. So it has given a nice kind of effect, the use of the sponge. I've used it for the gray and a little bit for the white over top. So you can see how the three tones have come together to give it this kind of galvanized look. One coat of a satin varnish, and this will have that little bit of metallic gloss also. So I am drying this. There goes my fingers. That's the satin varnish, and I'm just giving a coat of the satin varnish. It's beginning to look a little bit like metal now. Let me dry this so you can see a little bit of gloss coming with the rust paint. Like I said, they come in two tones, the dark and the light, and this is from Played. It has a built-in texture, if you can see, kind of a coarse texture just like rust, and the longer you leave it, it's advisable to leave it for 4 hours to dry. It gives a very natural kind of rust look. So that's the dark tone, and then you have the lighter tone here. This is also very coarse. You can see it's a little sandy texture that it has. So what I'm going to do is apply. I'm shaking this bottle well, the rust. A combination of dark and light would work well. So I'm taking my finger and then I'm going to apply the rust paint around this edge. Corrugated cardboard, well, this is corrugated metal sheet right now, and rust are a good combination. So okay, so let me apply some rust first, the dark tone, and then see if I'm happy, and then go to the lighter one. So you can see how coarse this is. Yeah. Where else do you think this should rust? Do you think rusty home decor looks good? I like it. It's pretty much the in thing, the kind of distressed look. So this is kind of a different distressing here. So I can have some rust here. You know, the burnished metal, the brushed metal, the rusty look. These are also shabby chic. Yes, it's a little different from my vintage style, but then I do like anything which is like beaten and aged, weathered. So this perfectly fits this kind of project. So you can see the rust now. So I'm having the rust only around the metallic portion where I think it would rust. Well, too much is not required. So once I'm done with the dark tone, I'm going to move to the light rust, which is again, you can apply, highlight it, meaning it doesn't have to be that wherever you applied the dark tone, it needs to be, this can be like a highlight. So just apply that. You do have the bright rust many a time. Okay, so I'm not covering the entire dark brown. So that's the lighter rust tone on top of the dark. So once this dries, you can see the texture also. It's beautiful, kind of the peeling rust, the coarse texture of the rust is visible. So I'm going to leave that to dry naturally, and I'll come back with a set of pictures on how this rust turns out. I will show you meanwhile the other projects that I have done. I'm just going to let this dry naturally. I'm not going to speed it up. It's a nice sunny day outside today. So what I'm going to do is leave it out in the sun. Here they are. I've done a wooden block here. This is an MDF block, which again I've given the I've given the galvanized metal look. So it's got the undertone of the gray, and then you can see the silver and white In this case, I've done dry brushing. I did not use the sponge. I've done dry brushing here. And then I've stenciled Home Sweet Home. And to complement the frame, again, I have a bottle which has the galvanized look. And then the same tissue has been decoupaged here. I have a Mod Melt here, which is kind of rusting on the top. The bottle, the neck of the bottle is rusting. I've used the dark tone and the lighter tone. So these have aged cured for about 2 days now. So you can see the rust, how natural it looks. Yeah, I'm going to have some pictures in the end. This is the texture that I was telling you, the rusty texture. Okay, so thanks for watching my tutorial, and in case you haven't subscribed, please do so. Give this technique a try. All the products are available with Crafters Corner. It's so easy to give a galvanized metal look to any surface. So I have worked on, like I said, wood, glass, and then corrugated cardboard also. So you could try this method. At the end of the video, you will have some pictures. You can see how beautiful and how shabby chic the entire project comes together as a family. Give me a thumbs up if you've liked it, and subscribe also. I will see you soon with another tutorial. Bye bye.